Login rules allow you to create a situation in your organization where users, upon login, would be automatically registered for certain course offerings. A good use case for that would be perhaps you're an organization where you need all of your employees to be registered for a certain HR training for the new year. You could create a rule so that when each employee logs into the system for the first time, they would automatically be registered for that training. So they wouldn't have to go to the catalog to register themselves, and you wouldn't have to go manually register them if that perhaps was your process in the past. To create login rules, you'd simply go to the Administration tab, and then you would click the Login Rules System Management link. To create a new rule, you would click the Add a Login Rule button, and here we'll give it a name. And just like in the other options that we've seen before, such as catalog rules and discounts, you can see that you can set a schedule. So you can make it always available, or you can make it available during a certain period of time. You can limit the usage to the rule. So if you didn't want people to be registered more than once, like for instance, once they complete the training, maybe you don't want them to be registered for it again on their next login. So here you'll notice the default is set to yes, and maximum uses per user set to 1. You certainly have the ability to modify that if you wish, but by default we're suspecting that you only want the user to be registered one time. You can also prioritize this rule just like you could with catalog rules. So if you wanted to make sure this one ran first before others run, or perhaps only this rule runs versus others, you can certainly set the priority. Click Next to create the rule, and now you're going to add those rule conditions and the consequences. So by clicking the Add a Condition button, here you can set a user condition or an other condition. So by clicking the user condition, here you can set a specific criteria, so it could be all the users in your organization or specific users in your organization based on certain user fields, like maybe it's just for managers or maybe it's for certain divisional employees. You can use tags, domains, language, or even perhaps transcripts based on courses they've previously completed or have not completed. In this case, let's use email domain, and here we'll put DigitalChalk. So any user that logs into the organization that has the DigitalChalk.com email domain in their user profile now will set a consequence that says let's register them for a specific offering. So we'll choose register user for offering. Let's search for the offering that we wish to use, and we'll choose discount codes and login rules webinar. If we wanted to notify the student that they had been registered, we could simply click that checkbox, and we'll click the Save button. So based on the login rule qualifications that we've established, any user that logs into your organization with the DigitalChalk.com email domain in their user profile or in their account record would be automatically registered for the discount codes and login rules webinar.